California's Secretary of State is investigating possible petition fraud. Posted video pointing it out in SF. He told me that this isn't the first time he's seen this in the area. 3 campaigns acknowledged that circulator and videos were carrying their petition.
This investigation centers on this video that is circulating online. It appears to show paid signature collectors in San Francisco offering money to people on the streets
illegal.
if they sign the petitions using other people's voter registration information. This would be a violation of state law. KCRA3's political director.
That is super illegal. But here's the thing. They're not going to go to jail for it.
Ashley Zavala is here now, so let's start.
Which is why I think I keep doing it.
Well, this video is raising a lot of flags for folks tonight. These signature gatherers are people who are paid to find registered voters and get those voters to sign petitions. And when they get enough signatures, the proposal lands on the ballot and is presented to you, the voter. It is against the law for anyone to forge someone else's information. But the man who captured the scene on video tells us that's exactly what has been happening in San Francisco.
I get $5 too?
Yeah.
And what is it?
Just sign it.
Just sign it?
Yeah. You ready now? First name is going to be Carol.
San Francisco
Petition fraud investigation.
Smith capturing what appears to be a crime.
I feel like for situations like this, like it's blatantly illegal, right? Like you don't need to be a lawyer or some kind of a politician to realize that this is illegal. I think if you're a normal person and then you're setting up stalls like this to commit petition fraud, doesn't matter. You gotta get you need to be arrested, because if you know it's common sense, right? There's nothing complicated about this. It's obviously illegal to do this, but they do it anyways for for financial gain, right? I don't care if you need to make money. You commit a crime to make money. You're gonna go to jail, right? Why not just allow people to be hitmen, kill people and make a living off of that too, right? Because you need to make a living.
On camera, paid signature gatherers offering people $5 to sign ballot initiative petitions using other people's names and information. Smith shot and posted this video on Monday.
What I seen shocked me and surprised me, because they was literally coaching people, telling them what name to sign and what address to put down there.
I think like even the voters, right, the people that are getting paid $5 is committing the crime as well. They're both committing crimes, and this won't stop unless you start making arrests.
What was more shocking than that is they had that information printed out already on an official document.
We've learned the signature collectors in Smith's video were doing so for ballot initiatives backed by billionaires fighting a proposed wealth tax. The measures include proposals to invalidate the tax, require audits, and other tax transparency tools. The campaigns for that are known as Building a Better California and Californians for a More Transparent and Effective Government. Another petition was for a separate campaign for a proposed Retirement and Personal Savings Protection Act. All 3 campaigns acknowledged their petitions were being carried by these signature gatherers. Today, I spoke with representatives for each campaign. All said they were made aware of the video. They're demanding the firm identify these circulators seen in the video and reject their petitions.
Yeah, you also gotta find out who the hell is paying for all this, right? Who the fuck approved this? Because whoever approved it, they obviously have a ulterior motive. Why are we not arresting this guy? This guy that is committing blatant petition fraud. Just gonna let him do as he please, or is someone gonna do something about it? Where's that mayor Dan Lurie? Oh yeah, the limp dick mayor Dan Lurie. Is he gonna do anything about this? Probably not, because he's afraid of confrontation.
Campaign officials said the circulators are not directly affiliated with them. They also said they've contacted the appropriate authorities. Smith said none of the proposals were explained to the people in line.
All those people that was lining up for they're down on their luck. I sat there for 2 hours, and there was hundreds of people just came and went.
To be clear, that's not the first time you've seen those signature collectors essentially out there or in the area?
No, I
obviously
seen them
not.
like 4 days ago. Prior to that, they was out there.
Smith told me as of this moment, the campaigns involved have not reached out to him directly. But to take a step back, campaigns hire signature gathering firms. I'm told for anywhere between $15 to $17 a signature.
Damn.
Those
Hey,
firms
pay me.
then hire people to collect the signatures. We still obviously have several questions tonight, such as why do those signature collectors have voter information, and where exactly did they get the extra money to pay people on the...
It's so crazy. These people get food stamps, right? I mean, I was on food stamps, and honestly, food stamp is more than enough for me to survive. But these people, like, you know, like I assume that the people that they're collecting these votes from are people that are bad with money. Yes, bad with money. It doesn't cost that much to live, right? To in terms of food, I can't say the same about real estate, but then for food, it's generally low cost. You can go to any grocery store and you can go to the healthy section, you know, the produce aisle. All the food there is cheap, very cheap. If you're gonna buy junk food, frozen food, that's just going to be expensive.
Street for the apparently forged information.
So, of course, the Secretary of State oversees elections. What is that office saying?
Yeah, so we know that she's definitely investigating, because right before our interview with Smith, he told us he had just gotten off the phone with their chief investigator. In a statement, a spokesperson for the Secretary of State's office told us in part that the signature gathering process is an important part of our democracy, and those who abuse our system will be held accountable. She also urged...
democracy. I actually wanted to talk about that. So, you know, you like to think that we have democracy, we can vote for what we want. Okay, yeah, for in terms of voting for the body, for voting the head, like the mayor, the governor, yeah, we have democracy on that. But do you have democracy on the government if they decided to, you know, propose a bill to increase the cost of your car registration? Can people vote against that? Probably not, right? These governments, these democratic governments, they just impose their own bills and proposals, and it gets passed through all these other democratic politicians, and they make more money. And it makes you wonder, like, what is democracy, right? Is democracy like what we get to vote for, or we vote for a guy that is tricking us and in order to achieve some kind of ulterior motive, right? You have the situation, I think, like what Gavin Newsom is trying to allocate $19 million to improving California's image through marketing. And can the people vote against that? Like, what does improving our image gonna do? Well, why can't we just improve our image by conducting good action, instead of just like hiring a marketing team to tell people that we're good, when we could just, you know, lead by example? But instead, no, Gavin's like, no, I wanted to make us market us as a good state, like a low crime state or whatever, so I can become president. It's pretty obvious what he's doing. He's just trying to be president, right? The guy is malicious. He's feigning ignorance, and he's evil.
Anyone with information to contact, again, the Secretary of State's office. They have a form online.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is, right? You know, you have a bunch of politicians that are pushing for petition fraud, and they're taking advantage of poor people. And I think even though if you're poor, right, unless like you're desperately needing the money, I could see why they would commit that crime of, I mean, they would commit petition fraud. I mean, it doesn't matter if some guy gave you a piece of paper, right? And then you do it, like, oh no, this person is committing the crime. I'm not. That's not the case, right? Imagine if someone gave you a gun and tell you to kill that person, and then you kill that person, right? Who's responsible for the crime? You or the person that gave you the gun? Both parties are responsible for the crime. It's not just because like someone gave you a gun and told you to kill someone. It means that it's okay for you to do it. It doesn't work like that. That is what's happening with petition fraud. They're trying to just get these people to, you know, commit petition fraud and, you know, take advantage of Californians, where most of the idiots are.